Hi, I'm Steve Harper, ex-Newcastle United, Hull City and many others, and you're watching Mariners TV.
Lee, what's the feeling after that one?
Wow. Just the biggest range of mixed emotions going, you know. I said that to the lads. I mean, to come off the back of the performance on Tuesday and to start the game like we did, it's just one of those experiences as a coach or a manager where you're just completely scratching your head. You know, we've prepared probably better for this game than we have any game this season in terms of the performance prior to it, the work that we've done behind the scenes, the training session that we've done on Thursday, and it's just an absolute, you know, head scratcher. The first 45, well, to be fair, the first 60 minutes of the game. But on the flip side, Dan, you know, we've gone down to 10 men, 2-0 down, and then we've become 10 times the team with 10 men than what we were with 11 for the previous 60 minutes. And I said to pin an opposition side back who've got 11 with 10 for 30 minutes, which they were, you know, pinned in their own half constantly for 30 minutes is credit, and, you know, extremely proud of the lads that were on the pitch at that particular time with the efforts that they put in.
I guess when you conceded that second goal as well, you needed one straight away to kind of change the whole feeling of the place, didn't you?
Yeah, and that's what Gavin can do for you. You know, he'll probably stick his hand up and say he wasn't at his best, you know, as a lot of the lads today will say, but what he has got the ability to do is, out of nothing, you know, conjure up a bit of magic, and the finish doesn't look particularly pretty, but it's an incredible finish. You know, he's kind of toe poked it in, he's rolled it across himself and toe poked it in from 15 yards, and it was you know, like you say, got us back in the game and got our tails up again.
You've been without Julio for a little while as well. He showed exactly what he's going to do as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, what a goal! But his contribution all round was brilliant. We just felt we needed somebody just to, you know, just to get the foot on the ball and just get us ticking with the ball, which is, again, we can't put our fingers on it, but why we weren't able to do that in the first 60 minutes, but we finally did in the last 30.
And obviously, when you got that goal, was it the case of having to be careful as well at either end? It would be easy to,
I think in a situation like that, Dan, we've been so dominant leading up to the equaliser that I think it would have been foolish for us to go cautiously after that. I think we just had to, and, you know, to be fair, we've had chances to win the game. We should have won the game. We should have won the game, despite the fact that for the first 60 minutes we were as bad as we've, you know, I'll openly admit we were as bad as we've been pretty much all season, I think, in that first 60 minutes.
Because it's 2 points gone, but it's a point gained in a way, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, it is. You know, at 2-0 down, if you'd asked me, you know, if I would have been happy with a point, then I would have snapped your hand off for a point. But if you asked me before the game, then obviously, in our opinion, it would have been 2 points dropped. And that's not being disrespectful to RCA, because I'm just going off, you know, the quality that and the performance that we showed on Tuesday. You know, we were hoping to hit the ground running today, continue where we left off. It wasn't to be, but yeah, we're learning all the time.
Moving on to Tuesday, West Lotman Celtic, obviously you want to start that game the way you finish this one, I guess.
Just said to the boys, we need a reaction. We need to show that we've got the consistency within our performances to challenge for the league. Because if you constantly spend the whole season with a couple of decent performances and then, you know, a lacklustre one, and you go through that cycle, then other teams are just going to pull away from you. And so we've got to find those standards that we can consistently find throughout the season in every game.